But let's get to the substance, because people want to know the actual substance that it had to do with sloppy. And first, when we talk about sloppy, let's talk about the name. Out of everything you guys could have called this,
he's responsible for that.
Yeah, it just come on, Peso. Let's see why did sloppy come to the forefront of slapping this on the front of this EP.
Okay. First of all, the cover was all this man's idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him the cover. I'm gonna give him credit for that.
Give him credit for the cover.
In the first place, like really, sloppy was like an argument we was having. Honestly, we was having an argument because like it was like having to do with how we was gonna put together his next project, and then like I don't know why, but it was just this one particular day I was just drilling to this nigga, sloppy, don't be sloppy,
Pause.
don't be sloppy. Yeah, pause. You know what I'm saying?
You drilling sloppy?
Anyway, but I just kept on putting it in this nigga head, don't be sloppy, and then like he was just like, bro, like that whole starting to have a ring to it. You know, and then like we just thought of a whole concept. Like it turned from an argument to us thinking of a concept for like a record label and just trying to figure out what we want to do with it.
Yeah, and then it just not wanting to be too serious, you know. And shit, you know, people gonna play with it, and obviously people took it and ran with it, thought it meant, you know, sloppy toppy.
Here's the cover.
Yes, that's not that cover. It's not what it mean. I was just playing and fucking with y'all heads, but sloppy, it don't mean none of that. Shout out my homie Kid, I appreciate that. Shout out Nisi, she shot that cover. Shout out Avion, he edited it. But it's really just not being too serious, man. Like at the end of the day, that's what I think was wrong with this rap shit now. A lot of people taking themselves a little bit too serious and shit. For me, man, I'm having fun, man. You know?
That's what all it's about. That's what all it's about. Now let's get to actual songs on the EP, because you had a couple songs that people still jam. People are gonna continue to jam because of the catchiness on it. But I want to start with scheming. Yeah, you reference a lot of things in scheming. Certain things that rappers go through on a regular basis, from the individuals you mess with to the type of situation that you put in. Basically, how do you think you scheming and plotting to get past those barriers for yourself?
I mean, shit, scheming. A lot of people look at it as like it's negative. To me, yeah, nigga scheming, but if you scheming, come on, you seeing the bigger scheme of things. You thinking, you plotting, you thinking about shit. And all of us know, man, we young, we black, we still trying to find ourselves. We in our early 20s, so you should constantly be plotting and scheming on the way to get there, to reach that mountaintop. And shit, with me, that song was just in a nutshell without trying to go over your head. I saw the beat, I liked it. I didn't want to do too much and shit. I just hit on a few little things, you know, that I know about, and shit, there it is, scheming and plotting. But I just wanted to keep it simple. I didn't really think too many people was gonna fuck with that one, but it turned out it's a fan favorite. I appreciate everybody fucking with it.
But even with you learning the certain stuff that you did learn from all the scheming and plotting, do you think that's kind of shaped you in your grind?
Hell yeah, going through it, because I done bumped my head scheming and plotting. Don't get it twisted. All of them don't work out right. And you learn from it. And you learn the situation. Me and him both. Shit, we done schemed and plotted together and then took L's. But your L's, shit, that shit will make you who you are, how you bounce back from.
And it's still secure W's.
Real talk.
Taking out
Real talk.
Now, the self-titled, basically from the song Sloppy. When you probably hear a rap to the other parties, Gas and Brand and White.
That shit I like.
Yeah,
I hate that song.
Everybody, you might hate it, but people automatically get that vibe to it, like, yeah, it's the party song. Like,
and for people who don't know us, White is vodka.
Thank you, bro. People
it is not white. It is not white. We don't do the
no shit. My cousins, all my brothers, man, what the fuck you fucking with cocaine? Like, nah, man. Like, I'm not snorting shit. Like, White is vodka. It's vodka or gin. I like gin. But nah, Gas and Brown, that song really Gas, Brown and White. I dropped it a while back, like around Christmas, but that really, shout out to my mom. You know, she listened to my music, and she felt like from the last tape, I came off as and I had a chip on my shoulder, and she felt like I needed to make more fun, because if you know me, you know I'm a goofy ass nigga, I like to have fun, I like to turn up, and if you really know me, you know Paul and Son is my beverage of choice when it's time to turn up. So my mama just told me, baby, have fun, you know, and she, right, have fun, because at the time we in, like I'm just getting bundles of money from this shit. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make some music. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make somebody move.
I got you.
Shit, people rocking with it. Shout out Lil Mike, man. Everything I put him on, he kill that shit. Y'all look out for him, man. He coming too.
This is a question I got ready for both of you guys and see how you guys answer this question. Because I know both of you guys, I know from hearing you guys' verses, hearing you guys' music, you guys want to be relatable. You always got to speak on some stuff that's relatable because it's hard for you to get an audience for people that mess with you when it's some situation that they've never been through. So, from even hearing songs from Scheming, Rolling Stones, Joy and Pain, that's all certain things. You listen to the words, everybody's done been through a certain time in their life. Like, are those your own personal, things that you've been through that help you get through the lifestyles or the temptation that you guys have been through? Or you guys just speaking on the real life, certain things that men our age go through in this generation that we live in now?
Well, I mean, I feel like what I've been through, a lot of us have been through. So I guess, in a roundabout way, yeah, it's what everybody going through. But me personally, I've probably been smoking since I was 15. I'm sorry, Mom. Well, probably before 15. But anyway, the people I've been around, I've been around a lot of different smokers. And some people don't understand my paranoia, And my paranoia don't come from weed, nigga. It comes from constantly seeing cops go up and down the block. You know what I'm saying? You have to always be alert. So that's why I say, nigga, I'm trying to hide this shit. I'm trying to get this shit off me. I don't want them to see my eyes red. Nigga, them decisions that you make when you in the car and them motherfuckers roll up to the window, nigga, what you gonna do? You gonna eat that shit? You gonna stash it in your drawers? What you gonna do? You gonna buy Zine up? You gotta know what you do. You gotta know what you gotta do. So, I mean, that's just me and how I done dealt with it. So that's what Rolling Stone got out of me, basically.
I mean, the other songs you spoke on, shit, that is being relatable, man. People, come on now, when you listen to a song, the first thing that gets you is the beat. After a while, the beat gonna make you, okay, now I'm gonna go back and listen to what he's saying. You feel me? And then I feel like that's what's gonna make you stick with people. Exactly. So, hell yeah, I'm gonna talk about what I know. You ain't gonna never hear me say some shit that you know I don't know about, and I damn sure ain't gonna say.
Okay. Another song that I kind of dug on the EP was Keep Grooving. Okay. On there you made a reference to old head, Johnny Taylor, riding around and dropping some knowledge off on you. From that personal experience, what was some of that knowledge you dropped? Well, first off, was that a real occurrence? And if it was, what was some of that knowledge that he dropped off on you that you still use to this day? Because I know as a youngin', everybody has to have some OG in the game come and drop some knowledge off on them. They take on.
That's exactly what that was. But that was, in that case, he was a blood relative, which is my grandfather, Benny James, we call him BJ. And when we was young, in the country, I grew up in the country, man. I grew up in East Texas. You ride a lot, And one thing he always played was blues. ZZ Hill, Johnny Taylor, all that. And that music, you listen to that shit talk about some real life shit. To me, blues is realer than rap to me because it's talking about some real life shit. Go listen to Johnny Taylor. But he would always tell me, man, be a man of values, of morals. And if you get knocked down, don't give up, don't complain about that shit. Just keep it moving, keep it grooving. But the keep it grooving, that comes from an affiliation. But that affiliation is also blood relative, because them are my cousins, and that affiliation will be the Hoover Crip gang. But those are my cousins, that's blood. It's not just their flag, they veins run the same shit I run. And he would always tell us all, even when we was cutting up and shit, y'all gotta see the bigger picture. So that was me saying, all right, keep it moving, keep it grooving. But that was also me talking to my younger cousins who I see now making the same mistakes I'm making. And when we was growing up, man, my granddaddy let me make them mistakes so I could actually learn from it. Because we all know experience is the best teacher ever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling my young ones now, man, you finna fuck up, don't worry about it, but always keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Don't ever get yourself in too deep where you stop living for yourself and you moving for something else. Man, nah, see the bigger picture, keep it moving, keep it grooving. And that's what my granddad, you know what I'm saying, he always taught me and my brothers and my sisters as well, be a fighter, have courage, don't be no follower, don't be afraid to chase something if you really believe in it. And that's all I was trying to get across to people, whatever you're doing, no matter how hard it get, keep striving, keep your eyes on the bigger picture, because it's there. You closer than you think you are.
Your kids being hungry and all this shit just so you can flash about some bullshit.
I'll be hungry.
But anyway, man, it just